Well, we have the most perfect day for you. A warm hello in every sense of the word. The sun is out and football has a special place on this most idyllic of days. A fixture ahead of us to which we've all been looking forward for so very, very long, and it means so very, very much. The scene could not be more beautiful. The pitch looks terrific. The players are ready to get started, and we cannot wait for the contest that lies ahead. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. And as you can see, we've already started here. Guerrero. Leeds have certainly impressed this season. Barring 2 draws, they have been perfect. Keeper sends it forward. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Valbuena. Chance!
I can give the keeper a little sympathy here because I think he might have been slightly unsighted. However, credit where it's due, it's still a fine finish from a tight spot.
Leeds take the early advantage. Up towards the front line. Well played, he saw that coming. Leeds are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Guerrero. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. And it's Valbuena. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Guerrero. Valbuena, who's set up 1 goal so far. A really good feat. Valbuena. Gets on the end of it. Goes for goal! He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, as test goalkeeper, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Played in with accuracy. He's made sure that that won't get through. Guerrero. Leeds are in control here on the brink of half-time. Ogbonna tries to get it forward quickly. Forward it goes. Oh, good take in a good area. It's anyone's ball. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Hoists it forward. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And we hit half-time. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that 1 goal. It was very, very tight.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with their first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain their momentum now and finish the job.
Leeds leading 1-0 at the break. And we're already back underway here.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more.
Goes for goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, Peter, I would say it was worth a try.
Plays it out to the wing. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Plays it through. Well read, he sorted that out. Valbuena. West Ham were quick to defend their manager in the wake of criticisms levelled at him in recent days.
I think tactically he didn't make a good job of things for starters, and then compounded matters in trying to correct it. I only hope he's thick-skinned.
Drives it towards the front. Gets it, he's had a shot! Oh, he's been flattened there. And another time! Really well taken goal. Well, you've got to say, the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot him was ghastly defence.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, if anyone in this stadium thinks they haven't got value for money, I give up.
Guerrero. Valbuena gets into some space. Great leap! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Diop, looking to hit the front line. Loses his balance and loses the ball.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
It's come through. This could spell danger. That intervention was very necessary.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Guerrero. Valbuena. Guerrero. It's Muller! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Quick glance at goal. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So nothing between them after all of that, and you can't really argue with the result. Well, what a lovely, lovely day. Absolutely glorious weather here as we welcome you to a football match of considerable significance, great consequence in this part of the world. They've been talking about this one for a while and they have rolled up to it in fantastic numbers. You should have seen the roads outside the ground in the hour or two leading up to it. It has been bumper to bumper, the traffic has been extraordinary. but the level of expectation is also very, very high. And these supporters who were queuing round the block for their tickets as soon as we knew the date of the fixture, well, now they can't wait for it to begin. And begin it will any second now.
I can give the keeper a little sympathy here because I think he might have been slightly unsighted. However, credit where it's due, it's still a...
He's had a go! They've done it! Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Yeah, he just calmly faced the keeper and waited. It became a who blinks first situation. And for me, there was never any doubt as to who was going to come out on top.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Guerrero battles to win it back. Gomez, back to the keeper and try something new.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Leeds haven't lost any of their last 5 games on the road. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Modric. Cristiano Ronaldo. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Modric. He's gone for it! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Modric is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
And he just whacks it away. Modric has a pop! Thiago. Nketiah. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. And it's Hulk. Hulk. Modric. Tries a shot! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Modric. Hulk. Cristiano Ronaldo. Guerrero, well positioned to make that interception. And here's Hulk. He goes for goal! Goal!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Leeds go into the lead.
Well, that's the currency he deals in, and he's come good yet again. Never the one to let you down in these situations.
Forward it goes. And the first half is done. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. Well, we're already into the second period. And it's Mane. Mane plays it out to the wing. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he's there to clear it. Robertson. Now can he finish? Oh, the ball's come loose. Mane. And Mane! He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Chance to shoot! Chance to shoot!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Gomez. Keita. Gomez. Across the field it goes. Robertson. Mane. And he's cut it out. Here comes the corner. Leeds are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. A real... Mane with a shot! Same again, same outcome.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good. That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Has a hit! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
And he heaves it forward. Liverpool really are defending from the front.
They are, and this type of pressing is a case of counter-attacking a counter-attack. It's high octane and high pressure, high fitness.
Modric. And the shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
Gomez with looking for goal!
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Has a hit! And that's a real chance missed.
Oh, and a real chance to pile on the pressure, and he'll be desperate to get another.
And the header! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. Chiellini. Leeds just have to run down the clock. Hulk. Big chance! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Gomez gets it away.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Thiago gets it out to the wing. Gets the chance. And out to safety. And that is that. Leeds have done it in dramatic fashion. A massive test of character, and they passed it with flying colours. A truly outstanding comeback by any measure. Your reflections then, Jim?
Look, this is a team that...
Well, whatever time of day or night it is with you, welcome along to a game which is threatened, I have to tell you, by a rather forbidding weather forecast. The expectation is for quite heavy rain as the game grows older this evening. It hasn't arrived just yet, but it will do shortly. Glad to report, though, that that hasn't affected the crowd, who are here in good number and indeed in good voice. And the game will be underway very soon. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. And as you can see, we've already started here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Luka Modric. He's someone, Peter, who reads the game that little bit quicker than everyone else. He's got fantastic technique too, and that allows him to weigh his through balls to near perfection, as well as keep hold of it when he's under pressure. He's a real leader out there.
Big chance! He's delivered all right! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Leeds go ahead, 1 goal to the good. And that's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Leeds are on a good run here at home, unbeaten in the last 5. Leeds are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Hudson-Odoi displaying his defensive capabilities there. That's no striker's tackle.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your strikers...
Abraham! And yes, it's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser! That was glorious. Pinpoint accuracy.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
Chelsea grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, if anyone in this stadium thinks they haven't got value for money, I give up.
Well, the ball's come loose, and the chase is on. And that's clear-cut. It's a free kick. And it's Valbuena. Valbuena. Drives it, gets up to head it! And caused a worry or two.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Modric. Cristiano Ronaldo. Has a goal!
That's a cracking strike, and it may have stung the palms of the keeper. Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well,
and the half-time whistle goes. So, a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. It's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And so we're off again. No changes at the interval from either side. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Gets on the end of it. Cristiano Ronaldo. Timely intervention. Chelsea seek a performance here which reflects rather better on the boss. He's taken a fair amount of criticism in the wake of the last game.
listen, there's just no hiding place, and it was refreshing to hear him admit to getting it wrong. He miscalculated, human error, we move on.
Modric. Cristiano Ronaldo. It has got through to him. Valbuena. Chance! They've scored! And they've got their lead back.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Leeds get themselves into the lead.
Surprise, surprise. He just keeps on delivering, and listen, we all expect that.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Pulisic hits one. Decent enough try.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl Abraham! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Abraham really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
And it's been taken short. Chelsea can try it again now. They've played it short. There are a few waiting for it. Finds himself eased off the ball. Chiellini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Look at the defender bombing forward. He's gone for it! They've done it! Two to the good! They have breathing space! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
He's made it three. Quite a day at the office for him.
That defence must be sick of the sight of him. He's been persistent and ruthless all game. He just hasn't stopped working.
Leeds take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Valbuena. Modric. Cristiano Ronaldo. Abraham. Over to the left. And it's got through. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Cristiano Ronaldo. Just 5 minutes remaining now. And it's Dante. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Well positioned to make that interception. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So they have their win. They had all the answers to whatever the opposition threw at them, and the results followed. Welcome one and all to what we hope will be an intriguing contest between two of the better performers of this group stage in a first versus second showdown. The level of intensity around the game is more relaxed than you would have expected for a game of this magnitude, because in fact both teams have already sealed their progress. That has led to some expressing, perhaps reasonably, whether the game would have its sting taken out of it, but that has been denied emphatically in both camps, and it is clear that this will be truly competitive. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world, and boy does it add to the occasion. And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, so...
Chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that plummets the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Now it's Muller. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Leeds yet to have a shot on target. Plays it out to the wing. Has a hit! Just off target.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
And it's Faguli. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? It's come through, and they hit one! Cristiano Ronaldo. What an adventurous run from a defender. Meets it first time! No, not this time.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Dante. Still, rather frustratingly, it is 0-0. And here's Muller. Muller! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Massive leap! Oh, that was no routine save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
And the half-time whistle goes. So both sides have drawn blanks and have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. So we reach the halfway point.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. No score in the first half, who's ready to go for it now? Dante. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Oh, great ball! It's Muller! Parejo. And it's played forward. Forward it goes. That intervention was very necessary. Talk about singling someone out.
Yeah, and they've made him a clear target of their focus to keep him as quiet as they possibly can.
Cuts it out. Gets the better of his man. Heads it! Oh, just needed a better contact.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Let down by a lack of accuracy. And here's Muller. And here's Faguli. And here's Faguli. Muller has been found.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. They're making life really hard for themselves. The ball needs to be in the mixer, not there.
And here's Suarez. Luis Suarez! He's pulled off a fine save.
Suarez sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
You wonder if that's it now, but...
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, it looked 0-0 from a fair way out. Little craft or guile or penetration. Defence is largely untroubled. It's goals. Your reflections then, Jim? Well, we're just about ready to go here in what should be an intriguing game in conditions which may prove testing. There are plenty of talking points around this game, but not the least of them is the snow that we have had. There were concerns that it could cause the match to be called off. I'm glad to report that hasn't been the case. The pitch has been well cleared, but the conditions will certainly add an extra dimension to the competition. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. So facing up here to a team that has been the league's whipping boys in recent weeks, they really are on a terrible slide.
They're actually making life quite depressing for themselves and their support. Those losses smacks of a deeper-rooted problem that doesn't look like it'll be fixed anytime soon, Peter. The club psychologist appears to be their hardest worker right now, and he must be urging togetherness and teamwork, however he spins it, and they really need him to get it right.
He's gone for it!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Let down by a lack of accuracy. Cristiano Ronaldo. And the shot! He's pulled off a fine save.
Hulk sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Has a pop! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
He could be in here. Has a hit! It's in! What about that, Jim Beglin?
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that, because they never got tight to the scorer. Simple as.
Leeds get themselves into the lead.
Surprise, surprise. He just keeps on delivering, and listen, we all expect that.
It's all a bit nasty right now. 5 defeats running. Battles to win it back. Quick glance at goal.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
Guerrero drives it forward. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Guerrero. Up to meet it! Sticks it away! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Leeds get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And we've reached half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Leeds in control at half-time, 2-0. Already up and running for the second half. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Out to the left it goes. Grealish provides an outlet. Gets the better of his man. Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Lingered over it and the chance to counter had gone.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
Two goals ahead and looking comfortable. And it's Hulk. Good ball, it's found its target. He's had that put on a plate. Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide areas, then they need to see as much of the ball as possible.
Hulk. A real chance if he can get through. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Grealish. Over to the left. Grealish goes for the cross. Guerrero. Hoists it forward. And once more they can't get through. Rapidly approaching the end. Hulk, who's set up one goal so far. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Mings, and it's played forward, gets into a dangerous position. It's a long ball, and it's not hit its target. And time is up. Leeds always look the more driven side, probably the better side, and nobody is arguing about the results. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, we knew there was a...
Leeds are amongst one of 4 teams that have been invited to take part in this exclusive tournament, open only to the winners of the major continental club titles. One of the global elites, you would say. The title of the world's #1 club side is, I'm sure, one they would be only too keen to take home with glee. It is the opening game, and naturally expectations are high. Despite...
He's gone for it!
Oscar. Hoists it forward. Well, that's where he wants it. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Cristiano Ronaldo. If you have just joined us, well...
Real chance! It's broken loose.
Norton can hoist it clear.
Towering header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Oscar. And it's Norton. Going through. Hit into the middle. Cut out in the nick of time. Muller is fouled. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Guerrero. Cristiano Ronaldo. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? He could be in, and the shot!
Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Yeah, the shot was enabled, Peter, due to such smart control and technique.
Guerrero. Played out to the right. Now it's Muller. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Norton. Goes for it! No, not quite.
Shanghai SIPG really have been deserted by their composure and allowed frustration to take over, and it's not a good sign.
Guerrero. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, great Cristiano Ronaldo! A skipper's goal!
Oh, that's very, very well played by the skipper. He was only too aware of the importance of a goal at this late stage in the first half. He knew it would affect the teams, all part of the thought process from someone in his position.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead. He's had a goal! And that's it for the first half, a breathless ending. So there you have it, a close fought half of football, but still had its moments, and ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They work tirelessly for me.
Leeds leading 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here. Leeds carrying a 1-goal lead. Muller. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's come through. Has a goal! The ball's loose, and he's after it. Shot at goal! Only partially clear. Now it's Muller. Oh, the clearance is short. Good clearance and very necessary. Chance! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
And it's Muller. Guerrero. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Muller. Great leap! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Brought forward, what does he try from here? And no, that is pretty much the end of that. To the keeper and try something new. Leeds got their goal at the end of the first half, and the score is 1-0. Hulk. A heavy challenge.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Well, it is a narrow lead, but they are clinging on to it right now. They have 1 foot in the final. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Oh, real danger here. Arnautovic, Oscar. Goes for goal! And for a moment, time stood still. Just a few more moments. He's gone for it! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. And Arnautovic! He's got away with one there.
Well, it was just some...
And that's that. They have made it, and they've deserved to make it. A fabulous cup run has gone all the way to the final day. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, to go this far, it has to be on merit, with substance. and this is more evidence of worthy contesters.
Well, this tournament may only have been a week long, not even that, but in that very short time, it has been a real melting pot of footballing cultures from right around the world, unique to the continents represented by each of the teams taking part. There have been so many memorable displays of terrific sportsmanship, of fellowship, friendship, camaraderie, and the coronation to follow after this final will be its last memorable act.
Oh, shooting chance! It's in!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. Leeds have made their breakthrough, so can they build on it?
Well, certainly the big occasion and a very big opening goal to boost everyone's confidence here.
Dante. Leeds have hit the front early, a foothold in the game.
What a good start to the game. I think their play has been fast and inventive, and this is a fine example of early intent. They've begun as they mean to go on, and another goal is on the cards.
It's a loose ball. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. A real chance to break. Modric gets it back. River Plate seem happy to let their strikers roam out wide.
I wouldn't want that. No? No, well, my worry is that their main threat is being shifted out of contention.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. What an adventurous run from a defence. Towering header! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Oh, what a great leap. He had no right to get to that.
Oh, real chance! And the through ball is intercepted. Hoists it forward. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Corner given. He's played it short. Ball's out on the left now. Cuts it out. Now it's Hulk. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Hulk. Done very well to intervene. Vinola. Leeds are in control here on the brink of half-time. And it's Hulk. He's through. Leeds scored early, of course, and it's 1-0. Guerrero. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo tries looking up for options on the left. Guerrero. Modric. And the shot! Ball swung in. And he's there to cut it out. Tries to get it forward quickly. Whistle's gone, and we've reached the halfway point of the final. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football. It still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. All the decent game up to now. Half-time in the final, Jim. How do you read it?
Well, it's obvious who's likely to be more content going in at half-time, but I sincerely hope that there's a fitting response from the opposition to really engage us on the big occasion.
Leeds leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
And it's Hulk. Ronaldo has created one goal already. He's got through. And they've been caught out here. And the finish! And in it goes! And this is getting better and better.
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo going full steam ahead down the left flank. Cristiano Ronaldo. Great leap! That's a half-decent try.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
And it's played forward. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Cristiano Ronaldo. There's a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted with chance! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
And it's been taken short. Drives it in. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Yeah, his instinct and the timing of his runs have proven fruitful, but they have to give him a harder time like that.
Modric. Aziz gets it back. Hits one! And that's a real chance missed.
It's a good display of fighting spirit for me.
River Plate have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Aziz. Oh, he's been flattened there. Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner. Leeds can make their change now with a break in play.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
And that has put paid to that. Mullock with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Oh, good stop, it had to be.
Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
It's out for a goal kick. It has got through to him. Gets away from his opponents. And there goes the final whistle. Simply, the big day was their day. A day for them and their fans. A truly proud line in their history. What a moment this is for all connected with the team. It's a day for pride, a day for glory. Another grand chapter to be added to their glittering history. Well, good day to you on a grey day here, which promises rain, but promises way beyond that what should be a really good game of football. The stands are packed here, people have done everything they can to get here. Indeed, the roads outside were pretty badly clogged, but I think most of the traffic issues have been settled, and indeed, I think most people have now got through the turnstiles and are well covered up against the elements, whatever they may throw at us over the next hour or two. It is a venue this which hits one! And Didi gets it away. Leeds have been very strong at home this season, in fact still unbeaten here. Modric. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for...
Oh, great leap!
Oh, not the best of headers.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
No goals as yet. Modric. And it's Faguli. Cuts it out. hoists it forward, and here's Iheanacho. It's Perez! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Perez really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
Modric, Faguli. Good idea, just poorly executed.
Well, they would seem to be trying to expose the centre of that defence to runners.
It makes for some terrific movement.
It does, and they may be hit on the break because obviously it requires numbers forward to stretch them out.
Leeds going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Chowdhury. There is the half-time whistle. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. An interesting game up to now, but still goalless. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, Peter, apart from the lack of goals, I really don't think there's much to criticise. I think they've got to keep doing what they've been doing, and eventually they should find a way to the back of the net. Here's hoping for them.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. Already up and running for the second half. A tight old game so far. Can that change now? He's through. He's gone for it! Marvellous goal!
Well, this guy is just not your average footballer. Alert and sharp. And while one or two others were still digesting the manager's half-time team talk, he's already delivering another lead. What a good player.
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Leeds take the lead, 1-0.
He's just gone and reminded us yet again of what a threat he carries.
Forward it goes. Loose ball, who's going to get that? And here's Iheanacho. Iheanacho! And that's caused a worry or two. Finds himself eased off the ball. A chance to play it in.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
It's Iheanacho! He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Leicester have come to the defence of their manager after he came in for some stick regarding some of his decision-making.
I think it was quite fair, the criticism he received. He was blind to an obvious problem, and he was far too slow in reacting to it. He was never going to get away with that.
Sönchu. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
And it's Faguli. And it's played forward.
Ndidi.
Referee's given a throw. Leicester can make their change now with a break in play.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Modric. Faguli. The only goal came in the early moments of the second period, and the score is 1-0. Well, this lead is tight, but it does look as though it may see them through. Leeds are looking odds-on now to extend their impressive run of form with yet another win. Leeds just have to run down the clock.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Gets it upfield. And time is up. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the... Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is terrific to have you along for our live coverage of this eagerly awaited contest. It should provide some terrific entertainment on what is turning into a rather imperfect afternoon. The weathermen rarely get it wrong, and Vidal is fouled. João Moutinho hits one! Leeds are the most prolific team in the league this season. Valbuena. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Hulk. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Keeper's got good distance on that. Chiellini gets it back. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Leeds have not been beaten on their travels so far this season. And it's Valbuena. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide areas, then they need to see as much of the ball as possible.
Cutrone gets away from his opponents. Looks to dink one in. Wolverhampton, whose manager came in for a bit of flack after their previous result.
I think it was quite fair, the criticism he received. He was blind to an obvious problem, and he was far too slow in reacting to it. He was never going to get away with that.
And it's Hulk. Leeds still to register a shot on target. Chiellini. Cristiano Ronaldo. Up for the header! He scored! First blood drawn. Gazzaniga reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
I doubt he'll score too many, which come easier than that, Peter, but just look at his movement. He knew instinctively that the keeper would struggle to hold on to it.
So we have our breakthrough.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Valbuena. He's put it on the right now. What's on? Adama Traore. Cutrone. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Chiellini. Leeds are looking odds-on to go in at the break with their advantage intact. Half-time getting close now. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Vidal. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Leeds come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting, and there is certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Chiellini. Leeds picked up all 3 points from their previous game. The win, however narrow, really important. Leeds are ahead here by what is still the only goal. And it's Valbuena. 60 minutes played. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if the...
Has a hit! It's in! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Great reactions in front of goal. He just saw what was on.
Oh, look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was are absolutely top-notch.
Leeds get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And he's there to cut it out. Ball's out on the left now. Well, it did look promising to start with, but in the end they were thwarted before they could even make it into the final third. Forward it goes. Tries to get it forward quickly. And the shot! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Adama Traore. That looks a good ball, and he's cut it out. Hoists it forward. Carries far too far and out of play. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Battles to win it back. Over to the left. Out of play for a throw. Plays it out to the wing. Loses his balance and loses the ball. And that's surely a foul. Free kick. Oh, the referee's booking him here for a dive.
Well, he knows very well that was never a foul. He has made himself look ridiculous.
Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Chiellini. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Dante. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Muller. That's the throw. Shot at goal! Straight at the keeper. And time is up. So they bask in their win, a genuinely professional performance and a result which is well deserved. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
What I most admire about this outfit is the cohesion and the willingness to work hard as a unit.
Well, hello and welcome to what amounts to football heaven. It doesn't get a whole lot better than this. The conditions are utopian. The sky is blue and the players are with us for a football match so widely and keenly anticipated. Truly, this is Superb goal!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think 2 keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind 1. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Tottenham go ahead, 1 goal to the good. Lamar.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Leeds are just so strong away from home. yet to lose on opposition territory. Muller. What an adventurous run from a defender. Great leap! Oh, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
This was all about good movement in the box, just to allow him to get to it.
Reguilon switches it towards the other side. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Tottenham come here off the back of that highly entertaining 2-2 draw. And it's played forward. Winks created that super goal to produce a lead in their last game. And it's Lamar. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. And he's there to cut it out. Defenders on the back foot. Leeds are having to deal not just with their opponents, but also with a congested fixture list. It's at times like this when depth of resources becomes so important.
And it's a time when the squad is called upon to help keep everything ticking over. That's why we see the bigger squads these days for weeks like this.
Leeds are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo, looking for space out wide. It'll be a throw-in. Oh, shooting chance! Reguilon, looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
Well, the action has already resumed here. Leeds didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. Lamar. And here's Son Heung-min. A really good feat. And here's Dele Alli. Dele Alli! Oh, taken with style. A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning breakaway.
Tottenham take a two-goal lead and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
And it's Lamar. Jordan Henderson. And here's the chance to counter. He's through. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Muller. Lovely bit of skill. Can he deliver? Loses his balance and loses the ball. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Muller. Look at the defender bombing forward. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Kane tried to play it through.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
And it's Muller. He's got options out wide. Goes for goal! Son Heung-min. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Cristiano Ronaldo. Battles to win it back. And the finish! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. It's going to be a double change then, and it's Lamar. Partey. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Leeds with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock. Repelled by the keeper. Shapes to shoot! And he's there to make a great save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were
Up to meet it! Really well taken goal. Deep, deep into injury time. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Leeds are beaten. It is not the Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is terrific to have you along for our live coverage of this eagerly awaited contest. It should provide some terrific entertainment on what is turning into a rather imperfect afternoon. The weathermen rarely get it wrong, and they have warned us that there is rain on its way. Shouldn't be bad enough in any sense meaningfully to impact on the game of football, but it is a factor to be taken into consideration. Plenty of other factors, of course, principally each side's concern for the strengths. Massive leap! He's missed, but not by that far.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Arsenal have the league's best defensive record. Jorginho. Tierney. And he's there to cut it out. Leeds were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. Knocks it away. Leeds shoots!
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Bale. Bale tried to play it through.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
Arsenal were impressive in their last outing and brilliantly orchestrated by the manager.
He's a manager who understands how important the bench can be and the timing of substitutions. If needed, he's quick to make changes, and I just think he has more than a plan B.
Cuts it out. Plays it over to the other flank. Hector Bellerin. Hector Bellerin. Guerrero finds himself back in the starting side for the first time in a while. Hector Bellerin. Now, where's he looking? He's left his man. Up he gets! And he's done it! First blood drawn. What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Arsenal break the deadlock.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on.
Goes to finish! He scored! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser. Jim, your thoughts?
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
Leeds grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal. They just got caught napping.
Tierney desperately wants to get on the end of this. And here's Aubameyang. Hector Bellerin goes up and over. Away from immediate danger. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
That was a fantastic 45 minutes of football. I'm really hopeful of more of the same in this second half.
Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. Already up and running for the second half.
Up to meet it! That's a half-decent try.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Chiellini. And here's Bale, and it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Leeds suffered their first defeat of the season last time out, so time now to put that right. Bale. Ronaldo has the best dribbling stats in the team. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. He's got away. Quadrado looking to get on the end of this. And he just whacks it away. Hits one! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
And that has been clubbed away. And it's Quadrado. And that's a goal kick. Hoists it forward. Jorginho. Attempts to play it through. Half an hour gone in the second half. Guerrero. Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Bale. You can get that clear. Leeds have it back and they can go again. Quadrado. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
They're playing as if time is on their side when it's fast running out. They've got to quicken this up.
Oh, well defended. That had to be done. And there goes the final whistle. A game chock full of moments and talking points. It could have gone either way, but chose in the end to share its spoils. It ends in a highly entertaining draw. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team...